Recently, I went into an area that I have been wanting to go for 3 or 4 years now, and oh my gosh, I never imagined. I never imagined. I had heard about these particular birds for some time, but never knew exactly where they were until, of course, I looked them up on the internet, and it was fairly easy to find the location of where they are as far as the refuge. But to actually find the birds on this refuge, now that's another story. However, with the help of some of the greatest volunteers at this particular refuge, man, oh man, was I excited. What am I talking about? What bird am I talking about? Well, it's probably one of the most endangered species in the United States, as a matter of fact, in the world. This is what we call the Mississippi Sandhill Crane. The Mississippi Sandhill Crane, at this time, they have 174 of them right here in the United States, just outside of Pascagoula, Mississippi, at the Mississippi Crane Refuge. And what a beautiful place. But I cannot stress to you how nice the people there were to me and to all the visitors that came in. Every visitor that came in, they were greeted, first of all, with a smile. They took them back and took them on a tour of the visitor center. They showed them a movie about the whooping cranes and the Wet Pine Savana that's there. Oh yeah, and the Wet Pine Savana. This is one of the few places in the whole world left of a real wet pine savanna. So if you've never been to a wet pine savanna, that is one place that you truly need to go, because the plant life that is there is absolutely incredible. And they tell me come spring, that is definitely a time to come, not only for the babies that are being born there, but also for the beautiful flowers that are growing in this place. Now, I was not able to get pictures there of any of the flowers at this point, so this will be a two-parter, I hope. I hope that I'll be invited back to come back and to be able to take pictures of the beautiful wildflowers that are there, and also to be able to capture some of the babies that have been born there at the Mississippi Sandhill Crane Refuge. Now, let me go ahead and play a video, part of a video that I did down there, and for you on this trail for the Wet Pine Savana. So let's watch. Along with the Mississippi Sandhill cranes that are an endangered species is the Wet Pine Savana. And this is one of the few places left where there is a wet pine savanna in the United States, as large a place as this is. And the wet pine savanna also would, along with the sandhill cranes, would be considered endangered species. And there's carnivorous plants that are out here as well, and what a beautiful place this is. Man, I'm here real early in the morning, and there are all sorts of wildlife that's here. This is the winter time, and there are many different types of sparrows. For those of you that are into sparrows, this is one of those places that you can come and get your fill of different types of sparrows that you might not get a chance to see anywhere else. All the saw palmetto plants here, just beautiful. So right here that I'm filming, this is one of the largest remaining tracts of wet pine savanna left in the United States. They said that the savannas they stretched from Louisiana to Florida, but today this refuge protects and maintains the last remaining large continuous acres of the wetland savanna, of the wet pine savanna, the wet pine savanna.
Man, just beautiful.
Now, I know most of you go, okay, Robert, when are you going to get to the Mississippi Sandhill Cranes? Be patient. You know, that's one of the things, too, that you've got. I'm telling you, when you are there, you have got to have patience. You're not just going to walk into the visitor center. Well, I mean, you could get lucky. Walk into the visitor center, look out the back window, and boom, there's a couple of them. But no, 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 no. It took me 4 days to finally be able to see 4 Mississippi Sandhill Cranes. And I was there every day with the exception of a pastor's training that I was doing down there. But I spent a lot of time at this refuge to try and get pictures of these Sandhill Cranes. And I'm telling you, there is a difference in a picture and a photograph. A picture is one where you take a picture. But to get a photograph, that takes patience. That takes time. That takes that one moment that you know for sure, man, you got it. And to be able to do that, you've got to be able to sit there for a while and wait on these birds to show up. So, before I get to the Sandhill Crane, see what a great tease for you, right? Yeah. I was able to get a bird that I have really been trying to get other than on telephone poles and on antennas and fence posts, and that is the American kestrel. Let's look here at this short video that I got. Now, I was so excited about that kestrel, but I was even more excited about these beauties. Here's a few pictures that I was able to capture of the Sandhill Cranes, and I'm telling you that they spent about, they spent about 2.5 hours there with me, but it was late in the evening, so of course, I'm using high ISO, and so it's not the greatest pictures that I wanted to capture, but again, I'm going to go back. But I also was able to capture some video, and so I want to go ahead and let me just play some of this video for you, and so you can see. Now, one of the things about the Mississippi Sandhill Cranes is that they are shorter than what we know of sandhill cranes or the greater sandhill cranes. They're about almost a foot shorter than the greater sandhill cranes, and they are grayer or darker grayer in color, as well as they have a little more pronounced red on the tops of their heads than the greater sandhill cranes. And so this was just an incredible opportunity to be able to film these guys and just take a listen to what I also captured here. Listen to this. Man, were they going off. I'm telling you, I don't know what started them, but they were having a calling fest at that time, and I was so thankful. I was so grateful to be able to capture that. Man, I was a nervous wreck sitting there filming these guys doing that. And so again, I'm grateful that I was able to film these beautiful birds. And again, think about it. These 4 birds that I filmed are 4 of the 174 that are left in the whole world. And this is what conservation has done. Conservation has built back. And so I'm hoping on my next video I'll be able to go into more about, of course, the savannas that is there and all the conservation work. I met a woman that was there that who had been working in the fire area where they use fire as part of their conservation for 30 years. She's been doing it. And she and her husband, what a great time to be able to meet them and to talk with them about a lot of their conservation efforts there as well. And that's what it takes. That's what I've tried to get across and will continue to try to get across, both myself and Cameron, about the importance of conservation, not only in our state but in our country. And this is just one aspect of why conservation works. It has brought back from almost extinction these beautiful Mississippi Sandhill cranes. The other thing about them is that they do not migrate. They stay right there in that area, and they are not migratory birds. When they fly just above the canopy and then swoop down onto the fields that are there, and just a beautiful sight to see. So I hope that you got a little bit of information out of this, and I hope that you will take time to go down and visit the Mississippi Sandhill Crane Refuge. Again, it's just outside of Pascagoula, Mississippi. And please, if you do go, tell Paula, who is the head biologist there, tell Paula that, I'm sorry, she's not the head biologist. There's a gentleman that's the head biologist, but she is the one that's kind of in charge of the whole thing. So if you'll go and see her, tell her Robert sent you, the old hippie photographer. Anyway, hey, God bless you. And from myself and Cameron, we appreciate, as always, watching Outdoors with Cameron and Robert Holt. And we look forward to getting back with you soon. God bless.